Hello, my nurturing, intuitive Cancer sign people. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, for lending me your eyes, your ears, and your time. I know that it is valuable. So I do want to thank you for that. Please don't hesitate to like the channel, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe so that you can get these videos, the alerts for these videos on a monthly basis, so that you know when I upload. Now, of course, you do know, or some of you don't know, that I am an author of mystery suspense thrillers. If you'd like to know more about E-Ray Taronic, the author, you can go to the About section where I have all of my links here on the channel, or you can go to the down bar below. I'll put my Amazon author page link there, and my website. Last but not least, I've had several people ask me about my healing jewelry that I wear. So if you're interested to know where these healing chakra beads come from, they come from C&B Jewelry. I'll put the link to the website below. They make custom jewelry, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, anything you need, and I love them. You can get them custom made. So please don't hesitate to check them out. Now, let's get into why we're here. We're here to go over Pisces season with you, Cancer. Now, that's the energies are harmonious for you in itself because it's your sister water sign, you know. Pisces season is here from February 19th till March the 20th. The mutable water sign of Pisces is ruled by the planet of Neptune, making them not only intuitive, but creative as well. Neptune rules dreams, illusions, delusions, fantasy, as well as inspiration, among other things. This Pisces season can stir up emotions caused by not only current events, but events past because of the Mercury retrograde until March 10th. Of course, there's a shadow period, so the energies can be felt even up to a week after it ends. Now, Pisces season, stirring up those emotions, prompts us to pay special attention to our reactions and our impulses right now. Communication becomes much clearer after Pisces season. So right now, I want you to go with the flow, as water can be powerful, pulling you into murky places. The more you fight the tide, the harder it will be on you. So be gentle with yourself, Cancer, and go with the flow. And I mean that especially for you, Cancer, because you've been tired. You know, you've been feeling the weight of things, which will actually change for you with this Saturn movement. But we'll get into that when we get into the transit. So good news, your creative juices should be flowing right now. Dream up something that will add stability to your life, okay? Let your craft be your crown. While you're hard at work, don't forget to show your loved ones how much you care by tapping into the compassionate and empathetic side of Pisces. Now, we spoke about Uranus last transit. It's in Taurus, moving forward, and it's there toggling between 2 and 6 degrees, back and forth, until May, when it will move past the 6-degree mark. So if you have any planets in Taurus between 2 and 6 degrees in your chart, you want to see where you have those, because you'll feel those shifts from this transit more so than the collective. Now, as far as signs that are in opposition to this transit, if you have any planets or positions in your natal chart between 2 and 6 degrees of Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra, you want to know that, because you'll feel these shifts in those areas, you know, more so than the collective, as long as it's between 2 and 6 degrees of, you know, those signs. This time around, the sun is in Pisces from February 19th all the way until it enters Aries on March 19th. So it goes from being empathetic, compassionate, emotional, fanciful, inspirational, Pisces, into Aries, fiery, the leader of the zodiac, the leader, the competitive, the forging forward sign of Aries on March 19th. Mercury, the planet of skills, communication, even sales, is retrograde in Pisces at 12 degrees from February 17th through March 10th. This can stir up communication brought about by insecurities. So be honest with yourself and try not to project that onto others, as well as not allowing it to be projected onto you. Avoid signing contracts during this time. If you have to, read the fine print. Make sure you have clauses in place to protect you. Okay? On March 16th, Mercury enters Pisces at 0 degrees. Now here, Mercury is said to be in its detriment, being that Pisces is more emotional and dreamy and murky, as opposed to being analytical and intellectual, which Mercury is. You know, it rules Virgo and Gemini. They're more analytical and intellectual, more so than Pisces. So right now, you might struggle to express yourself clearly. Communication at this time can even be vague or misleading when Mercury is in Pisces. So I want you to listen up and take your time when you're responding so that people understand you and that you understand them as well. You know, communication is a two-way street. So you want to tap into your compassion at this time and communicate with others as you wish to be communicated with. Venus, the planet of love, pleasure, even finances, is in the cardinal fire sign of Aries until March 4th. This competitive fiery sign can usher in a new renewed sense of passion. And during the new moon, which is today, February 23rd, it squares Jupiter in Capricorn. So be on the lookout for temporary changes in your relationships. Keep a cool head and think things through. Just be honest with yourself and others. That's why I always ward against, especially with this Pisces moon, I ward against drinking alcohol. You know what you can handle. So I don't want to tell you what to do, but you don't want to take it too far. You don't need anything mucking it up as any more than it already is, as far as communication. So let's stay clear-headed, with this moon. Venus is what we just went over. So next, on March 4th, Venus enters Taurus at 0 degrees. You'll be craving physical contact. Taurus likes sensuality as well as the material pleasures in life. Just resist the impulse to be possessive or jealous in love, and be mindful of the urge to splurge, because Venus deals with your finances as well. So you don't want to be overindulgent if you can't afford it. Okay? Now, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, leaves Sagittarius, entering the earth sign of Capricorn at 0 degrees on February 16th, and it stays there until the end of March. We talked about this in the last video. You'll be striving to accomplish lofty goals because you'll be feeling up for the challenge. But having a strategy and practicing patience will bode well for you, and it'll assist you in accomplishing your goals with less opposition. You're motivated to make these strides, which is a good thing. But just be mindful of the Capricorn influence of being the boss. Play nice. Nobody likes a tyrant. Jupiter is quintile Chiron, aspecting Capricorn and Aries on March 23rd. That's the day before the new moon. I believe in the Aries video, I made a mistake and said full moon. So hopefully people are watching for their sun, their moon, and their rising, and they can see that I made that correction, because I don't want to go back and do the whole 20-minute video or 18, 17 minutes, however long it is. Okay. Karma is at play. Fated events can take place during this time. Karma, good or bad. So karma or dharma. Chiron is the wounded healer. It aspects our health, our mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. That's the new moon. New moon, you start new things. New things are illuminated. So you may get news around this time dealing with your health. You might start a new health regimen, yoga, Reiki. It deals with, like I said, your spiritual, your emotional, your physical. Maybe it's time for you to start a new exercise plan. Spring is coming. Summer will be right around the corner. It's time to get that your health together. I'll say that. Because everyone is different. Not everybody wants the bikini bod. It's not, that's not everybody's aspiration. But you all should want to be healthy. Okay, so use that to put those changes in place. Okay, Saturn moves into Aquarius and out of Capricorn on March 21st until the beginning of July. So with Saturn, the planet of karma, restrictions, responsibility, karma and dharma, good or bad, moving into Aquarius, these aspects are actually better for you. I know it creates challenges for some of the signs, but as far as you're concerned, Cancer, you have better aspects. You, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. You have some really good aspects and some trines and stuff coming in because of that shift out of Capricorn into Aquarius for the next several months. The full moon on March the 9th is in the mutable earth sign of Virgo. The spotlight not only shines on Virgo, but also any houses you have in the sign. It's a time of illumination and culmination because it's a full moon. Things ramp up and then come out during the full moon. Okay, so are you planning to unveil something? On March 23rd, the new moon is in the cardinal fire sign of Aries. This is a time of new beginnings. The new moon calls for new projects to be put into place. Now, me, myself, I use the moons as a time of manifestation. The new moon is the time where you want to put out new projects and start new things. The energies of the moon can be felt even 3 days before and 3 days after. You can use those energies of manifestation if you're into that kind of thing, which I am. So if you are, that's when you want to do that. Okay, just a little helpful tidbit. Spring cleaning applies to life and home. Let's get things cleaned out and start anew. You know, where does Aries aspect your chart? Where could you use a new spice of life? Okay, let's look for that. Now, let's get into some things that affect you directly. Your major, your individual scopes, I'm sorry. Cancer ranges from June 21st to July 22nd. Okay, Venus, the planet of pleasure, romance, finances, is transiting Aries, going over your 10th house of fame, mastery, even career, okay, until March the 4th. You may not be seeing eye to eye with some of your coworkers at this time, okay? Passionate conversations, can stir up emotions, but detach in order to stay calm, Learn to detach. Everybody's not going to agree with you all the time. That's life. We all go through that. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion. Pluto, the planet of resources and rebirth, as well as Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, are opposing your sun near winter's end, causing you, to be seen by some people around you, less favorably. You know that. And Mercury retrograde may have mucked up communications, and you're kind of seeing the effects of it. You may be, but remember, communication is a two-way street. So listening at this time will bode better for you. The universe isn't giving you much room in this area with all those planets being collected there. So you have to compromise. You have to, It'll bode better for your mental health as well, because you're not putting all that strain and stress on you by constantly fighting the tide, So just relax, because you'll be looking good in a minute, especially when Saturn moves over into Aquarius. Your body can heal at that time because you've been tired over the past couple of years and going through those restrictions of being tired, or your health being affected. So that change and that coming out of there will help your well-being all around. Okay. Like I said, everyone has an opinion, consider them, but maintain your principles and what you're about. Now, like I said, the great news for you this month is that Saturn is moving into Aquarius for the next several months. So you'll no longer be feeling the opposition created by Saturn in Capricorn. Your entire well-being gets a boost. You can finally say yes. You can finally start feeling better. You can whoosh. you know, you'll be happy. Okay. Now, the tidbits from February's newsletter that still apply are the fact that Mercury is retrograde. It's retrograde until the 10th of March, and you'll still feel the effects of that even up to a week after. Okay. So on the 18th, it moves into your ninth house of travel, education, and philosophy. Okay. And that was February 18th, so that you know. Major life shifts are happening during this time. Okay. These areas will be revisited by the retrograde. And like I said, the energies don't dissipate until after March the 10th. Okay. So you got some things to look out for. That we've gone over as far as communication is very important right now. And look forward to your health getting better when Saturn makes that transition. Your well-being, getting better when Saturn makes that transition out of Capricorn. Okay. All right. Give the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel so that you get the monthly alerts so you know when I upload. I'm wishing you all the love and light and abundance in the world, Cancer. And I'll see you next month. Bye.